night last night. We had to motor sail. The winds have not been strong enough to push Norna. Maybe 10 to 15, which is, you know, is good, but she needs 15 to 20 to really move at 5 miles an hour. Or 5 knots. 10 to 15, she goes 2 to 3. Starting to see great shearwaters and stormy petrels flying around. So that's a good sign that there's wind coming. Which way should I turn? That way?
Yeah.
Sometimes when you drop the Maine, the gaff, the upper gaff.
The wind's so light, I'll just get that jib up. You'll be able to see it flapping.
The upper gaff is a little bit too light. So sometimes when we try to lower the sail down, there's not enough weight. That upper gaff is a little light, so sometimes it doesn't want to drop down correctly. Something different. I've never ridden on a catamaran when it sailed. Oh, Layla's stuck. Layla can't get through, but she's got her life vest on. Come on, you can do it. Come on, push. Come on, go. You can do it. You want help? Okay. Pete's being a swab now. What are you swabbing now? Hit more doldrums. This is what caused craziness in sailors. This is when boredom sets in. But you can't do anything about it because you gotta steer. Sheet to tiller only works when you're moving with sails. It has picked up. And we are going to try out our square sails.
Not steering with them right now. That's just.
Yeah. There's a few patches, as you can see. These sails had been aboard when the fire happened, the propane explosion. So they had some burns in them, and they've been patched. But we do need some new square sails.
This one out a little more.
Okay.
Just a little bit. We'll see.
Okay. I want to do red and white ones, striped down, you know, since this is kind of like a Viking sail. I'm going to clean up some lines. It's awesome.
As the wind picks up, we'll shut the motor off.
Awesome. I forgot to tell you guys this. On the chart, there is different charts. There's government charts, there's sonar charts, and then there's the navionics charts. Well, what we had it on was the sonar charts, and that's why all our depths were weird. We put it on the navionics one, and it works good now.
Tuesday, cloudy with showers likely with a chance of thunderstorms in the morning, then partly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon.
I just got my square rigger going pretty good here. The square's up there. A nice little following wave. We got the motor running too because we're trying to make as much time as possible, so we can make it to this anchorage before dark tomorrow. The wind's blowing about 15 miles an hour. Just about perfect. We could just sail, but we'd be going a lot slower, so we're just letting the motor help us along a little. We're going about 6 knots. We'd be going about 4.5, 5 probably without the motor kicking on. Do a little test here, but everything's running so smooth right now, I'm just going to leave it alone.
So I can part of it.
If we can maintain 6 knots, we'll get there in time. Sometimes it's about maintaining a certain speed, not so much just the beauty of sailing, which we would rather do, but right now we're in get there mode, I guess. This is kind of cool though.
I was getting a little nervous because we had the motor going with the square sails, and it was getting a little hairy. We were hitting 7.5 knots, and
Now we're going 4.6.
well, as long as we slow it, well, on a wave, I think, yeah, it was getting a little hairy, and just to be safe, because he's in the middle of cooking dinner, and I didn't want to. It was getting a little bit
No, we're staying up there.
zigzag-essing a little bit. Told him maybe if we could shut the motor off while we eat dinner, let the motor cool down a little bit. But I could feel the boat essing, so it was getting a little bit spooky feeling, a little bit out of control in the back end, like it was sliding, which is what you don't want to do. So it's not like the waves are big. If they were big waves, then it would be, you know, really scary. These are only 1 foot waves, but still, don't want to push the boat too hard and break something or tear something. So that feels a lot better.
This is gonna be really good.
Cool. It smells really good.
Let
Pete's making a tofu curry stir fry. Yeah, this feels a lot better. We might rock a little more, but it's not essing.
We're doing about 6 knots, so that's good enough.
Yeah, it's nice to ride with the motor off.
Picked up a little, so we shut the motor off. We saw there's 7.3 knots. There's no current here. There might be a little current here, but that's pretty fast for us.
On the pressure cooker, Pete.
Cooking some dinner. Pressure cooker. Got the square sails going. Oh, we're riding down some waves there, Courtney. Waves are getting a little bigger. This is great. This is good sailing here, huh?
Yeah.
Actually, finally getting somewhere.
Yeah, this is fun, actually.
Plus, we know it's going to calm down. It's not going to get stormier.
Yeah. Really cool thing about the square sails is it's blowing about 15 to 20. It's hard to tell when you're going downwind how fast it's blowing. But I think it picked up. If we were going to point into it, it would be rough. But I was going to say, the nice thing about the square sails is you can pull them in by hand. I mean, pull on that line, Pete, and show them that they
Well,
can.
it's not that easy, but you can do it. I mean,
Yeah.
couldn't do that with a jib or anything.
No. Yeah, so it's nice, easy, low tension kind of a rig. You can tell it's real easy on the rigging, and as long as you're not rocking around too much, you know. You got.
Hopefully we can find a nice, beautiful anchorage and sit there for a few days.
Yeah. Another nice thing about the square sails is you don't need to oversteer. It's really important not to oversteer, actually. Thanks. It's kind of hard, you know. You gotta.
A little hard to go to port, you think?
Don't go to port too far.
Right.
Should hear the sound down here.